Dying for a cup of coffee?
Yeah. It sounds good, that's for sure. Coffee.
Funny, this is so pleasant.
I know. See, we're nomads, so we can make anything we want home for a while. Then we get tired of it. Yeah, this is nice. We'll do this. I mean, we can do this once a week. Come out here.
Got my license tab. Yay.
Put it on your license, huh?
On the license plate.
Oh.
Just in time, because they say they expire in November of 21.
Oh.
Which is Monday. So
Oh.
you mind if I put these on?
Yeah, I do mind. No, I don't know. Why would I mind? I don't mind. Do you need alcohol to wash your license plate?
Well, we'll see how it is. Usually not a big deal. Get out of here, Beat. Get gone.
I know I always hate bringing so much stuff out because I know I got to take it back. But I'd rather just enjoy being out here. Mm-hmm. You know, have everything out that I want. Oh, here we go.
Abby, are you hungry that you have to eat weeds?
Oh, yeah, we got to bring... Did you bring your dishes out?
I didn't, but
Yeah.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
take this paperwork back and...
Although her food, the bugs that might go for her food, and there's weird bugs out here, so.
Weird bugs.
Weird flying bugs. One I think got in my van already. It's like, ooh. Baby girl.
Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Cheers.
He didn't say, here's yours. Because it's all for him, huh? It's all for you.
Look at your nose.
I
What do you got
know,
here?
I know. I'm going to have to get a brush out and brush her periodically. You are a mess. And so's your... Oh, are you okay? Are they sticking? Oh my God. Dude. Don't get them in your eyes.
She's just gonna go stick her nose in them again.
Yeah, no. You're so silly. She's silly. She's got a new hairdo, though. Look at that.
You like that, don't you?
I do,
I do
like
too.
it. I do like it.
Okay, go get that.
Is that enough water?
A little bit more. Perfect. Perfect. You're okay?
Oh, yeah.
We are generating.
Very good.
All right. Don't want to go too far.
That's cool. Hello and welcome to this Nomad Life. We're doing this live with film. We're out in the Saguaro National Monument. I'm Minivan Lee of YouTube Minivan Lee. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, just go ahead and subscribe for instructional videos and lots of fun stuff on my videos. Like today, we're going to just talk about where we are and talk about some Nomad subjects.
Vehicles, especially.
Yes, vehicles.
A couple of special vehicles we'll talk about.
And we have Paul here.
Hi, I'm Paul, as you might have figured out. Glad to be here. 7 months a nomad so far and counting. And you know what? If being a nomad puts you in beautiful places like the one we're currently at, can you hear the silence? It's amazing. It is just totally quiet. And the beauty of cacti and especially the saguaro, they're just gorgeous, and I'm loving being here.
This is considered the Sonoran the Sonoran Desert.
The snoring desert?
This is a snoring desert. Well, it is snoring. It's so quiet.
Oh.
Yes, this is part of the Sonoran Desert, and we'll show you right in front of us are the Rincon Mountains. We are in Tucson, and we came out here just to have a quiet day. Traffic's getting a little bad in Tucson, isn't it? Where snowbirds are coming in.
The traffic is picking up, that's for sure. But I can't blame them. I think it's a wonderful place to be, and I'm sure enjoying it. There's no doubt about it. It's beautiful.
Well, Tucson is a really nice city, but there's a lot of road construction going on. So we're always on the lookout for a new route to where we go for the evening, for overnight parking, and where we spend our day. And we're getting better at it. We're like, well, let's try this road and see.
Well, thank goodness I have you with me to lead the way, because you've lived here for so long, 40 years, I believe. And you know your way around town, where I'm getting there slowly but surely as we go back and forth from here to there. But I don't know the town like you do, that's for sure.
Well, one thing about Tucson is it's blocked. It's just blocked. So you don't have a lot of this going on and trying to decide, if you're going north and south or east or west. And eventually what's going to happen, you're learning which are the major roads going north and south and which are the major roads going east and west.
Right.
Yeah. But there are, and Tucson also is a great bike city. They have every year the El Tour de Tucson, and that's pretty big worldwide. People come here from all over the world to participate in it. It's sort of a knockoff from Tour de France, but it's pretty big, yeah. Mm. And so there's a great, and it's a large bike community here. And so you do have a lot of bike paths. You do have to watch out for bikers. And it's a great city also for pedestrians.
It is. They have crosswalks right in the center of a very busy highway. Well, not a highway, but a main road with big apparatus up above with red, well, first amber and then red flashing lights. If a pedestrian pushes a button on one side of the street, then the traffic has to stop when those red lights come on, and you have to let the pedestrian go across, which is great for the pedestrians.
Oh, yeah. It's, and I will mention that our bus system, the SunTran bus system, is an award-winning bus system.
Did you say SunTran?
SunTran.
Oh, SunTran. Okay.
SunTran. And of course, we also have the trolley. There's a new trolley that goes through areas, and we'll have to ride that at some point.
That would be fun.
Yeah. So it's a great town, which means because the bus system works so well, that people going to work with suit and ties on ride the bus also. They do have express buses, and I think they end up taking those because you do have a large homeless community here, and I love them. And I don't mind sitting talking to them if they seem normal. There are some wacky ones.
Well,
last night we saw one that just was screaming down the road.
Yeah, it was kind of sad in a way.
I know, but yeah, I mean, they have express buses also. So everybody from high economic to lower economic, we all use the bus system, which means you're going to have more pedestrians.
But less traffic.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully.
So, well, that'd be scary. What traffic it would be. Everybody, oh my gosh, because traffic is getting, in the winter, Tucson has heavy traffic, so yeah. But it's a wonderful city, don't you think?
I sure do. I'm glad to be here.
It has a hometown feeling, though.
Yeah. Well, Lee, we want to talk about vehicles first of all.
Okay.
A couple of special vehicles. One of us that shall remain nameless drives a minivan. How about that? And I drive a Ram high-top full-size van, a cargo van. And Lee loves her van. There's no question about that. She loves that van, and she's been in it for 5 years. So I've been in mine for just over 1 year, and I love my van. I don't know that my 6'1" body would be comfortable spending lots of time in Lee's van. It's a smaller space. You can't stand up, of course. And that's what I love about my van. It has plenty of space. I can stand up fully, walk 3, maybe 4 steps. Not that much, but still, I can walk up and down a little bit. And I love that. I'm a big person, and it works out great for me.
You're 6'1". Yeah. Yeah, I do love my minivan. You know, I've been in the same minivan for all this time, and I now have, there's a coyote. So what'd you think? We just had the coyote. What'd you think of that coyote? We had to, for you in the podcast, we just had, I thought it was a dog walking by, but it was a very small coyote. It looked like a pup almost.
Yeah.
And, not full grown or maybe teenage.
And to me, he didn't seem as aware as I would. I mean, when I stood up, he didn't look right at me. I thought he would, but he didn't.
He's just checking. He's walking over there. This is it's funny because I told Paul when we came out here, this is his first time out here, and I said, this is wild. I mean, there are bears here. Trash cans, they're bear, what do you call that? They're bear-proof trash because there are bear here. And coyote and javelina are out here. And they can be very, they can become vicious. I don't think they're just out to hunt us, but if they do get too close, I do know that they have a big chomp, and if they get a hold of your leg, it's going to, with one chomp, your leg is broke and snapped in two. So I'm very careful around a javelina, and the coyotes. I know people say, oh, he did not seem intimidating at all, the coyote, but
No.
So we're out here, everybody. You can't hear anything. Here comes a cyclist, a lot of cyclists going by. Hey, and this is a very popular area. We got out here early in the morning, and I think I knew that it would be this way, but Paul was probably a little surprised, I don't know, that there were so many cars out here at
already,
6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And they're parked here, and there are a lot of different trails. Some are huge. I've actually been on a long trail going up north, going on a trail. But they're short trails too, so yeah.
One other thing I have a feeling that we may get questions about, the wild animals that we're talking about. We do have protection right with us. Lee has her bear spray. And I have a little something on my hip just in case. I would be very, very hesitant to do anything with that. But at least it's there and it's available. A javelina that is not having a good morning is not something I want to deal with. And so anyway, we do have protection here. We're fine. It's not a big deal.
And I do have my bear spray right here handy. And when I had it sitting here, but when we saw the coyote, because we have Abby right here, that I wanted the bear spray to be here. So.
And it's a little, speaking of Abby, it's a little disappointing to me. She's laying down here in front of the camera. She never budged with that coyote walking over here. Come on, be a nice watchdog.
Well, I'm kind of glad she didn't, because then it'd be like, oh my gosh, yeah. And she's definitely going to knock over the camera. We have her on a very short leash, but yeah. So we're here to also protect Abby. Now, we're parked just pretty close over, and we have her leash tied to the pole of this Ramada. It's a really nice Ramada for you in the podcast. And it's got these poles. Is this not a sturdy Ramada?
Oh, it's made of angle steel, I guess you'd call it. And it's put together like if high winds come by, it's not going to go anywhere.
No. But my point was that we were getting things out of the vans to bring to this huge, long cement, beautiful picnic table. And you in the video, they're watching video, you can see this. I'm showing this to you. But Abby was tied here, and I thought, somebody should probably be here with her.
Very true.
And we've got her away from the prickly pear, too. Over there's prickly pear, so we've got her over here. And we have a nice heavy-duty tarp that we put down so she can lay on it. Yeah.
Just like any dog, she wants to stick her nose into anything new and give it a sniff or two or three.
Yeah.
And she hasn't quite learned yet that this cactus is not something you want to stick your nose into.
Right. And Abby, I'll show you this right now. Abby has a new haircut. We took her to the salon, or I should say Paul took her to the salon, and she's She looks gorgeous. It's almost like a different dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
She looks like a different dog. So yeah, we got a new brush for her too.
We got a new brush for her, and Lee has been very diligent using that brush, and I'm worried to death. I see Lee doing things like on top of her head. Lee will lick her fingers and brush her hair up like a mohawk or something, and so I'm gonna. And then she, under her chin, she said, "Wouldn't it be cool if she had a little beard, a couple inches long?" So I'm a little concerned about that, but don't worry, I'll keep an eye on it and make sure things don't get out of hand.
We might have a pink bow happening here, and he'll be freaking.
Oh, no bows.
No bows? Aw.
She's a girl, but let's not get carried away.
We could do some photography for photography. When he's not looking, I'll put the bow in, girls, and then we'll get the picture, and I'll take it out real quick.
Oh.
But, yeah, so this is a gorgeous place, but it must be respected also with what's going on. We've got cholla, lots of cholla. We got the prickly pear cactus. We've got, the trees are very spiny as alone. We've got jojoba trees, bushes. We've got the acacia over there. See over there? And I'll show it to you too. Those that go up, those are called acacia.
And as I recall, I haven't gone close to those, but they have some pretty mean-looking spikes on them.
I know. So just looking around. Now, we do have a barbecue here, and it's a barbecue pit, but you might bring out your grill. We're going to have a picnic out here. We're going to have a barbecue. So you'll probably see that in the next video, and we'll show that to you. But we're pretty set out here. We've got the oak mow going, and yeah. So
let's get back to the vehicles. You were telling us what you love about your minivan.
Well, what I love about it is that it works for me. I don't mind small spaces, and I'll tell you why. And I've had other gals tell me the same thing. Growing up with our girlfriends and with our siblings, we would play we would make little homes out of under the table. I remember my mom would put a blanket. Well, we had a card table, but on our regular table, put a blanket over it, and then we'd crawl in, and that'd be like a little cave. Or what I would say, our clubhouse. And my girlfriend and I spent many a time having a little clubhouse under a card table that her mom, my next door neighbor, and the parents did the same thing for each other, for us. And it was fun. I love to be in little cozy little places. And I've also, another girlfriend on YouTube, she commented that we talked about that we used to think of our beds as like a boat. I don't know. Do guys do that? But girls do.
I don't remember that. No.
But we would sit there and pretend like, oh, this is our boat, and we'd have our little toys set up, and we just, I had a big imagination. I know most of you do. And I would imagine that there was water out there, and we had to stay in. Maybe it was a time when maybe we were being punished and we had to sit on our bed. So we thought we'd make fun out of it. It's like, hey, we're stuck here. Let's just pretend like we're stranded out here in the ocean. So personally, I'm not claustrophobic, and I like a small space. It works for me. I don't have a build out. I have the ground. I have the floor of the van with a carpet and some blankets. It's very cozy.
And lots of bins.
Well, they don't take up that much space, but yeah, everything is bins that I can move around. You're right, that this is not a build out. So that's one of the things I like about my minivan, is that it's small, it's cozy for me, and it's like my little clubhouse. So, I have more that I like about it, but Paul, why don't you tell everybody something that you like about your big high top?
Well, we were just talking last night that I realized that Lee is almost a full foot shorter than I am. So that makes a whale of a difference. If you're in a small space, she can handle that and enjoy that much more than I, because I'm a bigger person. But she said that her van was not a build-out. My van is not a build-out. And I'm glad to say that I'm finally getting to the point where I have the coffee where I want it, the coffee strainer that I use to make pour over cup of coffee where I want it. And I move things from here to there that, oh, I use this much more often than I thought I would, so I'm going to move that over here. I'm getting settled in. And even though it's not a build out, and of course with a build out it'd be much more difficult to move things around. And I like it. I'm very comfortable in this after a number of months now. And every once in a while I'll still move something else, but by and large, I pretty much have things just the way I want them, and I love it. I love the space, love the lighting. What's not to love, right? I was telling you about what I love about my van. One other thing I like about it, I've got plenty of room. I've got all the room that I need, and I can pull into a regular parking place. Well, close. I'm probably hanging over a foot or so from the area that they have for a one car, but basically I can parallel park and put the thing in a downtown spot, and I don't have to worry about the same things that someone in a big Class C or certainly a Class A RV would have to worry about. They've got to get a very special parking place where I don't. So it can go just about anywhere. It is front wheel drive. I love that. So what's not to love? It's a great vehicle. At least I think so.
Yeah, it's your pride and joy, I think you said one time.
Absolutely.
It's his pride and joy. So
you folks will remember we had a coyote walk by a few minutes ago. And right now, Abby is kind of sitting at attention, and it makes me wonder, okay, what's in those bushes over to our right that we can't see that she can detect?